Alrighty, we're coming back with yet another JUND Shadow video, but today we're doing a little something different. I've decided to go with a Traverse build. Give us a little bit more utility pre-board with a Torok, a Dothy, and a Kroxa, a little bit longer game. Definitely a little bit more susceptible to like Rest in Peace, any type of graveyard hate. But I think with DRC going around and Unholy Heat, we're already pretty likely to have Delirium, so I don't know. I think this might be one of the better times to be trying out Traverse, at least testing it. I'm not sure if it's going to be the correct build, but it also makes us go, like, gives us a little bit more reason to be JUND, because before, the deck's really just a red-black deck, just like with Tarmogoyfs in it and like maybe one or two sideboard pieces. But now we're a little bit more heavily green. We got a few more green creatures. We got a Caustic Caterpillar in the sideboard, which isn't the best, but definitely at least you can tutor it up. And like we got some more options here. Definitely more graveyard centric. The sideboard is a little bit different. We have decided to just bring in like 3 utility creatures to find with Traverse. Just makes kind of sense, you know. Once you go into Traverse, you kind of want some utility creatures to find. And I mean, yeah, other than that, all these other cards I've really enjoyed in the deck. The only card that I'm kind of like a little bit sketched out about is K Command. I think it's a little too slow, but it's something that you can do in like almost every matchup. So I like having that utility card. Just like allows us to take out our worst cards in most matchups. But anyways, if you're watching, I would love for you to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you are looking for something specific, because I am planning on doing a what is it? A little bit of a budget version next video, and I was wondering if you all would like that for sure. Just like leave a comment, tell me. Also tell me if you are looking for that, are you looking for more online or like more of a paper budget? Just please let me know if because it really does help me out to figure out exactly what I'm looking to do. Because like I'm not gonna just like build a budget. Like it's different. Prices on each are different. So just let me know if you're looking for that, and like specifically if it's for online or for paper. So that would just be really awesome. But anyways, enjoy the video. We're getting into the first. Alright, we're getting into the first match of the day. We get to go first, which we actually been on a hot streak lately. And the hand is definitely a little interesting, because we do only have red spells, so you wouldn't know that we're JUND, but I think it's a good keep. Hopefully we're up against a creature deck, because this hand is quite insane against any creature deck. If it's control or something, we might have a little bit of a tough time, but the hand's still not that bad. We get to go like Channeler, bolt them maybe. So I'm a little bit excited about this hand. Definitely like helps us out, especially with DRCs being able to filter our draws. So I think we're going to be in a good spot this game. So we're definitely going to get a Blood Crypt here, especially like we need a red source, right? I mean, obviously we need a red source, but when you have all red spells in hand, we definitely need to be fetching a red source. Maybe I could have held the fetch here, just in case, but I couldn't imagine ever fetching anything different. Like, there's no draw where I'm going to be like, oh, I want an Overgrown Tomb, I don't think. At least I don't believe so. I might be wrong. Hedron Crab, sweet. That's so good for us. Although this might not be mill. There's definitely a chance this isn't mill. There's a chance that this is Vengevine. But either way, I think we want to kill the crab. TBR does not seem very good. A land's not bad. Land really isn't that bad. Just allows us to triple spell next turn and buy Luris the following turn, so kind of down for that. I'm a little confused what the deck is, because if it's not mill, then it has to be Vengevine. Okay, it is Vengevine, so killing the crab was probably the correct move. Okay, as long as I don't hit like a multiple amount of Vengevines, we'll be fine. But that's why killing the crab's just like, I think, the correct move in every spot or every instant here. Like, it's just hard to like reason not killing crab. They do get a can't speak. They do get a oh my god, bloodghast, but nothing too scary. Nothing too scary. Cannot speak to save my life. Life and loam. Alright, so I mean, they're probably pretty dead. They're probably pretty dead. Especially since we're drawing this land. We get to fetch. We get to play our third Dragon Rage Channeler. And then we will Unholy Heat the Crab. Well, we're just going to bin all of this because we do want to turn on our Dragon Rage Channelers. We would like a Goyf, but we're not going to take it. Damn, okay. I think we're just going to bolt face here then because we do want to get these online. Alright, we found Bobble. Don't want that. Listen, I don't really know what we're looking for at this point. Probably another burn spell to just like guarantee lethal, but they would need to kill 2 of our creatures here. I'm not really certain what spell like gets them out of this. Maybe like a few Vengevines. Oh, they have an altar. Interesting. Okay, Creeping Chill does keep them alive, probably. Potentially. I'm not sure, though. They might need to hit more than that. They probably need another Creeping Chill at the bare minimum. Alright, this doesn't really save you. You are just dead to the flyers. Okay, maybe. Maybe if they have a push, they're in a good spot. Maybe, just maybe. I mean, it's not like these decks typically run main deck removal. I couldn't imagine what we're worried about here, so I'm just gonna block the Bloodghast. Maybe this is a mistake. Not sure. It's not like we can miss attacking either. We're forced to attack here. See if they have something. Nope. Alright. Coolio. We take the first one down against Vengevine. So, well, we definitely won all of the spell bombs here. Dothy seems good. Torok seems horrid. I think Kroxa is, like, honestly interesting. Because it's not that, like, Kroxa is great in making them discard, but the fact that it's a 6/6 body is kind of important. Seal of Fire seems horrid. Any of these, I could be like convinced that EE is fine. Although I think our creatures definitely matter more than theirs. So if we just get a big shadow down, we're probably not going to EE on 1, which is like the most likely thing for us to do. So I don't think we want to do that. What do we not want? Maybe a Scourge is a little bit of a weird one, but I think I'd rather take out Kroxa first. Because I am a little bit sketched out about the fact that they have Creeping Chills, and like we probably can't deal that much damage early on to them, so I'm definitely a little sketched out by that. But we should probably just mulligan to a Nile Spellbomb in 3 lands, and hopefully Lurrus plus that will just like win us the game. Hopefully. Ugh. I mean, it does have a spell bomb, so I'll keep this on the back of that. Also, they tend to play a very hurtful mana base, so I'm kind of down with that as well. Ooh, okay. They don't. Huh. Guess we're just gonna Thoughtseize here. Don't know what we're too worried about. Maybe like a Milton spell. I mean, if they have a Veil Summer, that would suck. But okay, all right. Yep, we'll just take the Milton. Bobble them. They're drawing a fetch land, which is not particularly the best draw in the world, but neither was Temur Battle Rage, so we might not be in the best spot. We are about to get the Narcomoeba beats going. No, we're not. Actually, kind of surprised they didn't play the Narcomoeba. Well, we get punished for our keep, but I mean, it's not like they're actually doing much, so maybe the spell bomb will be good enough. We both definitely kept slower hands, so which tends to happen post board. So like that's one reason why we're like probably fine just like keeping this hand. It's not like you really like try and rush out to do much in these like they're definitely trying to do that, but post board the decks definitely slow down, so guess we're just passing here. We might be forced to pop the spell bomb after this turn. Might be forced. Might be a forced action. We'll see. If we don't hit a land, we probably have to. But, well, they do have a crab, so I have a polluted delta as well. I have a Narcomoeba and a Bloodghast. That's pretty brutal. So they can stack it so that they mill after the fact, which is kind of annoying. But let's see if they mess it up. Not sure. I mean, considering that this really is a bad Nile Spellbomb, and do we actually... I don't think we care about a Bloodghast coming back too bad. Like, but they do have a push in their hand, which is kind of the problem. But we do have like a bunch of... Nah, let's just Spellbomb them. We need to draw a card here. Need to draw a card anyways. Alright, we found a land, so we're going to be in business here. Going to be cooking with some gas here. Ooh, that is kind of terrifying. Kind of spooky. So we're probably just going to go, what, Shadow DRC here. Push wasn't a bad draw. Get a Blood Crypt for sure. Or show. Okay, let's just not find a what? What are we scared of? Probably any zombie. Any zombies just like our doom. Although Scourge is going to be huge. And this DRC is online now, so that's definitely something to think about. We do have 2 removal spells next turn as well. Let's see what's going on here. Got another Tomb, which we knew about. Their push is gone, so they have 2 mystery cards. Creeping Chill, Jesus, that's really bad. That is not good. But we do have free block. Okay, interesting. Interesting. It's not like we're not going to take this block. What is this? 4 for... Okay. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. So, I guess we need to... How do we win this game? Is it playing Scourge out this turn? Or is it... It might have to be playing out Scourge. Scourge and DRC. I guess that's our best plan of action here. Although I really do want to kill this crab. We could conversely just like play Scourge out, heat the crab. But then we might be able to kill them. No, we probably can't. Bolt and then Timber Battle Rage the Scourge. That's 4 plus 8, 12, 17. Actually, that's lethal next turn. But that means that we can't Unholy Heat the crab. Because we need to have a bolt up next turn. Yikes. Okay, so we gotta think about this. We go to 1 because the Narcomoeba does hit us. Alright, let's do that. We'll play with a little bit more of a risky of a line, I'd say. We're losing to a Creeping Chill anyways, so let's just play this out. Hope we don't lose. We don't lose to 2 creatures coming back. So, and that gives us the out of, I guess really not much, but we do have outs, I'd say. But instep, I guess they have a Hedron crab back, so I don't even know if this is like the correct line here. Okay, yeah, we couldn't beat that anyways. Couldn't beat that anyways. That was definitely a tough game. Just didn't find our land drops, which I mean definitely was our fault. It's not like there was much on their ends that they did or we did that could have like been like hugely different. Just like mulliganing was the main problem. All right, let's see if we get to keep another decent one. Goif is really, really nice here. But I think this might be, let's keep it. It's definitely a risky hand, but I think it's a keep. I think it is a keep. We'll definitely lead with Bloodstained Mire. Yeah. We don't want to like telegraph that we have a fatal push here. I mean, we do, but we won't won't telegraph it. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna venture deeper. That's annoying. Hit an Archamoeba. Just F6 here. We don't even really want to get a black source here. We kind of just want to get another red source, so I'm going to get a Stomping Ground here on the upkeep. Stomping Ground. What is this? Please don't be another land. Land would be bad. Now Spellbomb would be awkward. Let's see what we're getting. Let's see if our opponent lets us go to our main phase. Opponent. Well, this might be a bad keep. Didn't really have much interaction, but I think Goif is very big and very important in this matchup. Honestly, having a board presence in this matchup I think is huge, so that's the main reason I kept this hand. Definitely could be a little bit susceptible to like a, you know, more graveyard-centric strategy. Like if they just, I don't know, get a few Vengevines back, maybe get a few Prize Amalgams here. Okay, double Creeping Chill is actually fine with us. It's going to allow us to play both of these shadows next turn. They're going to be pretty big, so I think we are a-okay with that. It's not amazing, but it's fine. Probably going to play this tapped? No, untapped. It's kind of spooky. That's actually terrifying to me. Oh my god, another Creeping Chill. Jeez, homie, chill. So we're probably going to have to kill this Narcomoeba at a certain point. The question is when. We definitely want to kill this crab as well. And this fetch land looks very stupid and very bad. Very, very dumb. Let's play our... Yeah, let's just kill both of these. I don't really want them to have crab online here. We can wait with this bolt, though. Although, maybe we should have saved the push for the wall here, funnily enough. They got a Amalgam, a Bloodghast, 2 Vengevines. It's kind of terrifying. That's absolutely terrifying. Oh, it feels like we're dead here. Feels like we're gonna die. So we can block. I just have to bolt this. Let's really think about this for a second. Do we need to bolt this? No, let's not bolt this. Let's not bolt that. It's only one prize mount. Cool. It's only one. We probably want a creature here. We did not find a creature. Alright, let's think about this. How do we win Probably by holding back. Well, let's think. So let's just say hypothetically, well, I mean, not hypothetically, they will probably get, I guess we need to bolt this now to like guarantee that they don't get back their Vengevines. Yeah, feels bad, but I think that's like the only way we win this game. We just have to like guarantee that they don't get back 2 Vengevines. And then I think we just swing with a Shadow. Probably should have swung with both. Yeah, we should have swung with both because we're not beating 2 Vengevines coming back anyways. Yeah, that was a mistake. Should have swung with both. Okay, it doesn't matter. It might matter. No, this bluffs a removal spell a little bit better, and like they really can't swing all out here. Like, that's literally asking for them to die. Because if we have a removal spell, yeah, I don't know, it's a little sketch. It's definitely a little sketch. I think our out here is Temur Battle Rage and they're scared. Tapping 4 mana for a prized amalgam. Okay. Wait, this keeps us alive. This does keep us alive. Yeah, okay. Sweet. Yeah, so maybe this is the reason not to swing with both. So they probably just swing all out. Die to a Temur Battle Rage. Yeah. Alright, TBR off the top. That's what we're looking for. I guess honestly, a Nile Spellbomb wouldn't be horrible either here. Actually, I guess that doesn't even keep us alive. So we're looking for a removal spell for Prized Amalgam, right? Yep. Removal spell for a Prized Amalgam keeps us alive. Temur Battle Rage obviously wins us the game. Dothy does nothing. Dothy is a little late, bud. Feels bad. Even like a removal spell would have won us the game because we had exactly lethal. Oh man, so close. The darn wall comes back to bite us in the butt. Alright, well, we lose game 1, or match 1, but it was a close one. Close little effort, so we'll see you all for match number 2. Let's see. Ah, Spellbomb. I guess that really doesn't do much, but see you in match 2. Alright, we're here for match number 2. I gotta say game number 2, but match number 2. We're on the draw, which definitely sucks, but our hand seems definitely sketch. It's definitely threat dense, but we need some help here. We are up against a Luris deck though. Nah, it's so difficult. It's like if we hit another land, our hand is like pretty good. But Shadow does take a little bit to turn on. I think we'll mulligan. This is pretty much like the same hand. And like this forest looks horrible, but let's just put back a Shadow. Definitely want to be able to actually play our spells here, so feels bad, but we are here. We are here doing this. This is definitely one cost to playing forest in the deck, but we're trying out something new today. So okay, so they have a DRC. Hopefully not a bobble. I think we're gonna take this opportunity to bolt it. Especially with drawing another bolt and the fact that we can play our Scourge out next turn, I think I'm fine bolting there. I think I am fine taking the bolt line. A Torok. Torok doesn't look horrible here. It's definitely a little weird. This could just get bolted, but they do have Unholy Heat, so this might be a little bit awkward for them to deal with. Like, this also gets bolted, but this threat at least doesn't get Unholy Heated. So, there are things. There are things that are nice about this playing Scourge out. Oh, they're on Grixis. That threw me off. Okay, so Terminate. Guess that's fine with us. That really took me for a loop. So this Torok looks pretty mediocre right now, but we'll see. They're not playing anything. This is kind of wild to me. Drew a land, which is great. But they didn't even buy Luris here. Which I think is really bizarre. And then we'll just take our opportunity to buy Luris here. They definitely could be holding back discard spells, but we also have a Torok next turn, which is kind of spooky if they do have a discard spell here. And if they have a K command, we'll just discard, like, I don't know, Bolt maybe. I'm actually, what would we discard? Maybe DRC at this point. I think it's our least important threat. But they didn't have it. Okay, that's pretty awesome. What are they on? Is this a DRC? No. Expressive. Alright. So they're not even holding up counterspell mana. They don't hit a land here, then we don't even have to be fearful of Drown in the Loch, and then we can just slam this Torok. If we draw land, that is. If not, we'll just probably play DRC. Hold Bolt up. Continue on. But fetch land would obviously be our best draw here. If they don't hit a land drop, that'd be huge. Ooh, it doesn't seem like they are. Oh, they do. Okay. If they get a blue source, we definitely got to be wary of Drown in the Loch. No, they don't get a blue source. Interesting. What is this? A Ragavan. Honestly, Ragavan's pretty nice for us. Purely because that means we can actually double spell next turn. Unless they hit a discard spell off this. Or a Shadow. Oh my god. I feel like we've gotten, like, brutally destroyed by all of these Ragavan hits these last few leagues. Like, my Ragavan's never this kind to me. They always hate me. Oh my goodness. Scourge was nutty. We might just want to, like, bolt this now. Do we want to bolt this now? I don't think we do. It's definitely awkward, right? Because if we don't bolt it now, let's just bolt it now. Bolting it now, it seems probably correct. I just don't want to have to deal with this card in the future. Plus, like, it's nice that it goes to our graveyard, so if we do hit a land, we always have the option of Luris Shadow next turn. But I think we'd still Torok here, while the getting is good. God, dude, they have so many lands. Expressive Iteration's such a good card. It just, like, that's one thing I noticed about my Grixis list that I was playing. I just wanted all 4 of them. This card's just, like, it makes you feel so far behind. Like, they have so many more resources than us. Maybe our threat's good enough, but they do have a lot more resources than us, which is something we got to be a little sketched out about. And they haven't even bought Luris yet. Let's see what's going on here. Nothing. This feels weird. Traverse the Ovenwald. 1, 2. Okay, I mean, it just gets us a land, which really isn't that bad. But we could play DRC first. Let's just go to attacks here. See what happens. Might just kill this. I mean, they don't want to block, and they definitely don't want to just take it, so... Okay, they do have Terminate. Let's go with a DRC. Let's hope we hit a sorcery here. Or something other than what we have in the bin currently. A Goyf. No, we're not drawing this anyways, so we'll just bin it. We will take our basic swamp. We shall play Shadow out. We shall play our Shadow out. So next turn we do get the Torok and or Luris plus Shadow. So these are 2 decent options. Let's see what they do here. Bolt there. Push? No, okay. What does it say? That would be brutal. But next turn we do get to kick Torok. And it feels like they don't have counter spells. Maybe they're holding it for Luris. I mean, that could make sense. Jeez, dude. Got all the removal spells. Just not hit a discard spell, please. Okay, finally hit a land, so that feels much better. Just buy Laris, pass, please. And it looks like they're not playing discard spells. We haven't seen one yet, at least. At the bare minimum. If they have a Drown the Lock, we're probably losing this game, but we're not going to not kick our Dothy here. Or not, Jesus, I drew Dothy. Torok. I mean, if you have a Drown, you're going to use it here. They do. Wow. Okay. Oh, man. Yikes. Like, I don't know what... It feels like we just couldn't have won this one. They just kind of had it all this game. Ragavan is a spooky, spooky magic card. Teamer Battle Rage is fine. Like, it just... Hopefully, I mean, we still have a chance this game because we do have a Luris in our hands. So if we just go Luris Shadow or Luris... If we draw... Because they are playing Shadow. Okay, this is very weird. I didn't expect them to be playing Shadow. They didn't play a spell, which I mean, it definitely screams counterspell, but I don't know what else we're supposed to do this game. Or this turn. Kind of just like, we can't play around it. Yeah, okay. Alright, we lose. There's not much we could do that turn. Okay, so they're just playing a different Grixis variant than we are. Or we were. So Spell Bomb seems a lot better. They have snaps, and it just seems like we need mid-range cards. I think this variant's definitely much better against this like grindy control style of deck. Maybe we just don't even want discard spells here. Although it's definitely gonna be harder to turn things on, but I think this is fine. We'll just take out our discard spells. I think this is fine. Maybe we want Trophy. Trophy is reasonable. Because, like, we do have a lot more damage-based removal spells. No, let's just keep it as is. I am also a tad bit sketched about getting Delirium on here with taking out 4 Thoughtseizes. Because now we literally only have 3 sorceries. It's super hard to like balance everything with Traverse decks or Delirium decks. Well, Traverse / Delirium decks, but it's hard definitely to have everything going. Alright, get to go first. Get to go first. Hand is pretty reasonable, so we'll keep it. This is definitely like a you want land type of matchup. So, cast our Bauble, yield through the turn. We're just going to Bauble ourselves. We don't really care about their information. We'd rather just draw a good card. Okay, what are they playing? Ragavan? Ugh, odd. God damn. Card's so good. DRC? I mean, we'll keep it. I mean, we're gonna have illusions of blocking this Ragavan with the DRC. We know it's not gonna happen, but okay. Well, maybe it will. With 2 DRCs, we definitely have a better chance. You know, the more, like, whenever you play with Ragavan, the card seems so, like, medium. But, like, whenever someone else slams one and you just can't deal with it, it's just like, oh my god, dude. The card is just so backbreaking. Like, if they have double removal spell, I don't know what we're supposed to do. Just, like, we just can't beat it. It's such a good card. Feels like they have double removal spell. Jesus. Oh my god. Well, we get double Shadow down next turn at the bare minimum. A Bolt? Yeah, let's bolt us, please. They might bolt themselves. They might even not bolt here. I feel like bolting seems wrong, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, we just get to slam our shit. We have two 6/6s. We can't get them out of unholy heat range, but hopefully these 6/6s are large enough. We can present... No, we can't present lethal next turn. Maybe that's one reason to play the Peat land. Well, I guess now we can with the fetch land on the battlefield. But like, if we played the Peat land, we could have presented lethal the following turn. Okay. I mean, do you just have like EE? It feels like they have an engineer explosives, which is going to be brutal, but God. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's been a brutal day, hasn't it? God damn, bro. Feels bad. Alright, that was a pretty good draw. I mean, huzzah. Yeah, take your 2-for-1. I guess it really isn't a 2-for-1. Like, it kind of is, but it kind of isn't. They had to throw away their Ragavan. So, like, it's kind of like a 1-for-1 twice. So, like, I guess that's fine. I mean, if we get double bolted, we get double bolted. We do have a better board presence, so we have a Dothi as well, which is, like, kind of terrifying to play against. Like, I hate playing against this card. It's so good. But I think we're okay. We're not like perfect here, but we're not like completely dead. They have 3 cards though in hand, which is kind of terrifying. A Shadow. It's fine. This is a DRC, that's kind of spooky as well. Maybe a Ragavan. There are 12. That's so weird. Now, Spellbomb doesn't do anything with Dothi on the board, so I think this is fine. I think that is a fine card. It's not like that actually cycles or anything. Unless they have a removal spell, which would be kind of awful, but it's okay. This is weird, because I feel like attacking's wrong. Whatever. Get in there, Dothi. Let's just sack this Peat land. Probably should have done this first, but Shadow, well, that makes me want to play this rather than buying Luris here. Ugh. Hopefully they crack the Spellbomb thinking that they can cycle it. That'd definitely be nice. I mean, I think we're in a really good spot. Can they drown? Okay. This is fine. We also have a drown now. They can counter the drown though, which is kind of poopy, but let's not have a fetch land, please. No fetch or shocks. So we're definitely in a bad spot, right? Because like any land is pretty much a 2-for-1, and any spell is obviously a spell. That's bad. That's not good. One, two, three, 4. Oh, this is still 4. Okay. Cool. We'll trade for sure. No, is this a bolt? Okay, DRC is not good. These are all bad things that are going on for us. These are all horrible, horrible things. Okay, land, obviously a horrible draw. Come on. Come on, deck. Do us a favor. Do us a flavor. Later on. Okay, DRC is getting in. I feel like this is just a day if we're getting bolted here. Another shadow. So our EEs would be insane here. Yeah. I guess we're fetching twice. We're gonna thin our deck for whatever reason it matters. For whatever reason it matters, we will thin our deck. Hope! EE? Scourge of the Skyclaves. Does nothing. Alright, opponent. You have got us. Rough start for us. Yeah, it's just a rough start today, but we'll get into match 3. Hopefully we can bring it back. Yeah, I'll see you all there. Hopefully we can bring it back. It's been tough 2 first games, and we are just like getting like completely blessed with this forest today. Yeah, this is definitely mulligan. Can't really do much with that hand. All right, we'll keep this one. Definitely a risky one. I'm honestly down to put back the TBR. Because, like, we're going to need to hit lands anyways, and, like, I feel like TBR is, like, the least. Maybe it's Torok. This is a 4-drop. Yeah, we don't really have many lands. Although I am... They didn't reveal Luris. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I think it's between Torok and TBR, but, like, we don't really have the lands for either, and, like, one's a 4-drop, one's a 2-drop, so... I think it's better to reason with the 2-drop than the 4-drop. I mean, DRC is definitely the right play there. We kind of want to get our surveil value, especially when we don't have lands, so... Hopefully, we don't just get this, like, removed and then we don't have the land drop, but... Ooh, okay, it's this deck. Oh, no. Oh, God. I don't know if we can beat this deck. This is the Glimpse of Tomorrow deck. Pretty brutal for us to play against them. So we'll just take, I guess we just take the card that does anything. We get a land next turn, and then we're going to just play our Scourge out and just try and kill them the following turn, because we'll have, I guess we don't technically have lethal. Because we do have TBR plus Scourge, but we don't have lethal in the sense that we're not going to be low enough. I guess we get an Overgrown Tomb here. So if we draw a shock or a fetch, we win. That's really what it comes down to. And if they don't have a blocker, which is definitely something they could have. I guess even a blocker... No, a blocker does it. No, a blocker doesn't do it. Unless it's a 2 toughness blocker. But like I'm thinking of Colony Garden as like the only card that they usually play as a blocker. Okay. So so we can beat a Colony Garden. We cannot beat if we draw a fetch land or a shock. Ooh, boo. Boo. Maybe what... Oh, I think I missed something here. We probably should have upkeep TBR'd our Scourge, because we're going to Team your Battle Rage it regardless. I guess... Huh. Okay, how much damage do we deal? I'm not sure. Let's just attack here. Yeah, let's just attack. Okay. Let's try and turn on our Dragon Rage's Channeler at the bare minimum. We do get to do that, so... I don't think this is lethal yet, but... Oh, it is! Sweet. Cool. Xaxes. Cool. I didn't do the math, but I think that was our plan. We're so good. We top decked what we needed, or we flipped what we needed, so... Alright. EE on 0 is actually pretty impressive against them. And I think that's really about it. I think that is really about all we got. So, Seal of Fire seems horrible. Unholy Heat seems horrible. Yeah. That's really about all we got. So, maybe K Command's reasonable for another Unholy Heat. we'll do that and call it a day. This is like the worst matchup for us. We don't even have discard spells. Like we're lighter on discard spells is what I'm saying. But this is a good hand. This is definitely a good hand. Definitely a good keep. This is like the games you win are these fast like Scourge, Dragon's Rage Channeler hands where you can just get underneath them fast enough. So Goyf is like probably the worst card in our deck at this point. Land, probably bad. We'll just bin everything, I think. I don't think it really matters. We're just looking for a fast Scourge Enabler hand. They have Ugin in their deck. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. They're fetching. They're probably going to evoke the thing. No. They're just fetching for fun. Glimpse on top. Discard? 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 I mean, we can go for lethal next turn, right? Almost lethal. Yeah, we can go for almost lethal next turn. We get to bolt, TBR. I mean, I think we are presenting lethal next turn, yeah. I mean, and they only get 3 hits here, so just hope it's not bad. Wait, okay, I thought they didn't hit one for a second. Jesus Christ. Okay. Alright, that's pretty bad. Oh, they got 3 hits and they hit Ashen Rider, Emrakul, Omniscience. Wow. Ooh, okay. Alright, that was pretty brutal. Yeah, well, let's just run it back, because this is a bad matchup, so we got this, guys. Maybe we can go with Dothy. Dothy is pretty sweet here. If we get to Dothy Thoughtseize them, that would be like the dream plan. I mean, this is like pretty much the same hands before, so... And maybe we get to slam Dothy here at some points. Or get a Croxodown, maybe. These hands. Definitely a little sketch, but... Alright, we're probably looking for, I don't even know, a fetch land at this point. Another TBR. Honestly, I think I'm down to keep TBR. We just get to do it twice in a row, and maybe that's good enough. Get an Omniscience revealed. It's not scary at all. It's not scary at all. Alright. Fetch lands. Shadow. I almost played our Scourge out blankly there, and that would have been really bad. That would have been very bad. I think I'm going to upkeep Temur Battle Rage, our Scourge, the Skyclaves. I guess we can just traverse for land. Mistress Bauble, it's probably the best draw we have. Okay, bend that. I'm actually going to bobble ourselves here, because I want to know... so we're not hitting Delirium. That's what you're telling me. I guess we can hit it with Traverse here. Yeah. I mean, sure, we'll probably want to keep those in the deck. Swamp. Attack. I'm going to Temur Battle Rage the 3. So it'll do a 4. Yeah, I think it's more damage to Temur Battle Rage here. Keep that on top. So we have lethal next turn. We've tried our heart out here to make this a respectable matchup. Oh my god, we win. Holy hell, we win unless they have Brazen Borrower. God, please, opponent, play a tapped land here. Or evoke your creature. Oh my god, I think we got it. I think we've got it. Maybe we don't. Maybe I'm speaking too soon. I could definitely be speaking too soon, but we're gonna go for it. We're not messing around here. Sure, top that. Don't know what they could have, but Solitude maybe? Something super bizarre that we could never beat? Maybe? Alright, we get there! Hell yeah. Alright, well, we lose the 2 close ones and we win the bad matchup, so we're on to match number 4. Hopefully we can bring it back, claw into a 3-2, so I'll see you all there. Number 4, we don't get to go first. Sad. But good news is we have a good game to have here, right? Hopefully. Hopefully we get to claw back in. Yeah, this hand's fine. Has threats, has removal spells, has something to go over the top, so I kind of respect this hand. Don't have any, like, bobble shenanigans, which kind of sucks, but I think it's fine. Uh-oh, are we up against JUND? Whenever I see Bloodstainmire go, I'm always, like, terrified that this is JUND. Could also be, like, Burn. But we're not going to play around Burn. Burn also normally plays Lurrus these days, so... Definitely would suck if it's Burn, but whatever. Again, we're not playing around that stuff. We're here to play around actual cards. Okay, Watery Grave. What does this mean? Shocking and Watery Grave. It's a push? Maybe? Okay. Kind of fine with that. Kind of fine. We get to slam our Goyf next turn. Street Wraith. Oh, is this just traditional Shadow? Seems like it. This is kind of interesting. We should probably be favored in this. Should probably be favored. Oh my god, another fetch land. Should be slightly favored, I'd assume. Is this a Drown and Lock? We've been getting, like, pooped on by that card all day. And, like, it just felt... Oh, is this Counterspell? Really? Am I, like, genuinely shocked that's in this deck? I don't think I'd play Counterspell in a Shadow deck, assuming that's what they're on. Might look good here, but I don't think I'd be playing Counterspells in my Lurrus deck. Or not my Lurrus deck, in my Shadow deck. I would not recommend. We'll just buy Lurrus here and pass up. This could definitely be bad. Like, I just don't want to run out the Scourge into, like, a snap push here. Yeah, okay. I guess this is just, like, good old, like, traditional Shadow, which is, like, yeah, super bizarre. So, like, one weird thing is, I think main deck I'd rather be playing Stubborn Denial. So it's definitely a weird, like, a weird decision to be on. Wow, they don't even have Delirium with 11 cards in the bin. That's wild. That's crazy. So I guess we don't have to be scared of... What are we scared of? Another Counterspell here? Yeah, Counterspell is something we should be scared of. Cast a Scourge. Yeah, they'll definitely Counterspell this one. And we'll heat this in response. So we don't want this to be on the battlefield. We also didn't have Delirium, so that's only dealing 2. So if they flip something that makes that delirious, that'd be bad. Does give them a little bit more information about what's happening, but I think it's fine. Definitely want to play this tapped. Maybe I shouldn't be, but I'm going to. I'm going to do that. Oh, don't be a discard spell. Yikes. Okay, so we have a bad card in the matchup in our hands with nothing to do. So, and they are land heavy, or they're land light, so we're probably not in a good spot here. We're gonna like conceal this for sure because they might have a shadow in hand, and like we'd be fine just like firing a shadow. That would just be like beautiful. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I mean, I wasn't going to run this out. I don't think so. Taking our Seal Fire. You've got it. Okie dokie. We're saving the fetch land because we do have baubles and whatnot, so... I mean, they know about the swamp as well, so we'll just play it out. We have baubles, we have things that make fetch lands better, we have pushes, which I guess don't matter really at this point, but... Because, like, we're not pushing a... I'm gonna assume that they have a Gurmag Angler in their deck, but we don't have, like, push doesn't kill that anyways, so... The only card that really matters is a Mistress Bauble. Okay, I'm very interested in their list. Seems weird, like, are we playing... Oh my goodness. I mean, we're just not even going to play lands at this point. We're just going to F6 to our turn. Ooh, oh, that's a mistake. I probably should play this land. That is the one land that would actually make us want to play a land, so... Very interested. It seems like they're playing Street Wraith over... I mean, they have to have Gurmag Angler, right? Because, like, I don't think Street Wraith's a good enough reason to not be playing Laris. I think maybe Jace could make sense. Like, if you really wanted to play Jace in your Death Shadow deck, which I also think's weird. Like, you need something reasonable to say that you're... They don't do anything. Bizarre. Shadow. Okay, well, we'll just pass. We're just gonna, like, build up a house of cards here. We're, like, slightly advantaged, I'd say. Maybe not. Shadow. Shadow it is. Oh, we don't have another fetch shock. It's kind of annoying. Torok. Oh, doggy. That's a very good one. So we're going to try and bait out a counterspell with an Unholy Heat here. Wow, they don't even... Wow, okay. So I'm going to assume they don't have a counterspell here. Going to assume. One should assume. I think you would protect your threat there. At least I would. I would have protected my threat. Wow. Alright, well, what is their hand? So Torok does look nice here. Fatal Push, Teamer Battle Rage. They must have another removal spell in hands. We must have another removal spell. Guess we could play our Death Shadow here. It seems a little loose. Yeah, whatever. We'll play our Death Shadow out here. We got our 1/1 Shadow. Hell yeah. So they know we have a TBR in hand. They don't know we have Bolt. What is this? Blue, blue, snap. Probably push. Snap push. Yeah. Probably kill our Torok, to be honest. At least that's what I'd kill. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll just kill our Shadow. Shadow is kind of a problem. Kind of is a problem. Can't really attack us. Can't really do much. Okay, dokay. Our 1/1 Shadow is a menace. Nothing to be messed with. Our 1/1 Spooky Shadow. Playing a tapped land. God, how good would a Traverse be right now? They're attacking? No, what? It seems so bad. Growing our Shadow? That seems very weird. They must have another Fatal Push in hands. I mean, I guess we technically have lethal here. Don't think we're in any rush. Maybe I should have kicked this. Yeah, I definitely should have kicked this. That was a mistake. Well, we'll kick it post-combat, because now they're dead to a Bolt. Oh, we couldn't have kicked it anyways. Oopsies. Well. Well, good thing I didn't try and kick it, because we can't kick it. Kick it! Okay. I mean, we're in a really good spot. That Torok was freaking gas. So like these are the board states where I think playing a Traverse deck is better. Because like any top deck Traverse, this point's game over. Because we could just go get Torok, or I mean, more likely we'd get Croxa here, and Croxa would just be game. So like, I do like that we get to like show games where like why this deck might be better. Now this deck's probably not better overall, I would say. Like just I feel like it's not as fast. There's some things that you have to lose. Like what did we even lose? I forgot exactly what we lost. I can tell you, but oops. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is so bad. What'd they target? I didn't even notice. Fatal Push. So like what did we lose? Couldn't be completely honest with you. I don't remember. So we lost what? We lost our 3 discard spells. We lost a bolt, or no, 1 bolt, a push, and a little bit of a sideboard here. Are they attacking us? Okay, well, I mean, they know we have Temur Battle Rage, which, I mean, I guess we're going to have to go for it here. This is really bizarre. I mean, we're not going for it unless we draw something specific. I mean, if they don't block, we won't go for it, but if they block, we'll go for it. Okay, well, we're not doing it. Like, what else is going to happen? We haven't drawn another threat. We can beat a Unholy Heat, which I don't even know if they're playing. What the hell is their deck? I'm not very sure. Well, honestly, we also should have played the fetch land there. I didn't think about that, but let's. I got distracted, so let's get into this game. Let's actually focus here. Those are all the good cards. Trophy might be reasonable because they might be on Gurmag Angler, so we might want to be a little bit concerned. But we do have 3 Unholy Heats, so I think that's fine. Rages are definitely horrible. We need to get those out of our decks ASAP, and I think Bolt's probably just kind of bad here. They did show us Darcy, but like, we'll just do a Bolt and a Seal. And then we'll just submit this. I think the rest of these cards are reasonable. Game's definitely going to go slower, so like Torok being a 4-drop's fine, Dothy's fine, Crocs is good. Yeah. It's just going to be a little longer of a game, so we got to be, got to look for a little bit more of a land-heavy, grindy game that doesn't just lose to a Ragavan, potentially. Which could be in their deck. Not going to say it's not, but it might not be. So, alright, this hand's, like, I think exactly what we're looking for, so. And I also think if you're playing Traverse, I'm going to get into it, like, at the very end of the league, but for sure we might want more discard spells. Because it's a little bit awkward to turn on Delirium. See, are they taking Darcy? I'd assume so. I'm just going to call it Darcy from now on because it... Wow, they take Bobble. Weird. Yeah, that's actually kind of a heads-up play, but I feel like just taking Darcy is better. Like, I feel like that's more of a cute play than an actual good play. If that makes sense. Like, definitely an interesting pick, but like... If the reasoning behind taking Bobble is you don't want me to trigger Surveil with Dragon, or Darcy, I'm just going to call it that, then you might as well as just take the Darcy, right? Because that's a threat, while Bobble is just a mystery card. So that's why I think that's a little bit weird of a play. What's going on here? We also don't know what our opponent's exactly doing, but they are Grixis. They don't have a blue spell yet, so that's pretty awesome. Just play our Crocs out here. Take our 2-for-1. Well, eventual. Impending 2-for-1, I should say. I'm guessing they're discarding a Bolt here or something like that. Because it's like paying cost, and that normally happens. Okay, that also makes sense. They're discarding Snap, which actually doesn't look very good with this Spell Bomb here. So next turn we just go Mountain, Spell Bomb off of Mountain. Hope we hit something to turn on Darcy. I keep getting like tripped up with this card. It's upsetting me. Discard spell would be awkward on our Unholy Heat, but then we get to Traverse for something. Do we have a main deck Luris? Oh, Ashiok. Wow, okay. Alright. It's pretty good. It's actually very good, but I guess that's another reason to not be playing Luris, right? That is definitely another reason. Alright, Thoughtseize isn't that bad. Thoughtseize is actually very good. So we probably can get Delirium here. Yeah, let's spend that. Let's just try and get Delirium. Gurmag Angler, Death Shadow. Well, let's take the Angler here. Ooh, no, that was a mistake. I messed that up. Why did I take the Angler? I don't even know why I took the Angler. I just got into like this, like, okay, let's take Angler. Just pop their bin now. Get this DRC online. They want to mill with Ashiok, that's fine. God, our hand looks very awkward. Super duper awkward. What is their hand again? Death Shadow TBR? Okay. Hand looks extremely freaking awkward. Especially if this Ashiok stays on the board. Like, wow. Yeah, that's pretty funny. So, yeah, I don't know why I took Gurmag Angler. I just like I was playing fast. That was just like kind of idiotic. I mean, they could have played it this turn by milling themselves with Ashiok and then like play Gurmag Angler, which might honestly be a reason to take it. Because they could mill themselves for 5 here, and what is Gurmag Angler? 2 at that? Yeah, it's only a 2 cost. So, I mean, I think that's pretty reasonable, actually. And I think that's more of a problem than... Okay, they just mill us, which is weird. They mill 4 lands, cool. Cool. Don't, what? Interesting. What does this mean? Okay, land's pretty good. Land is pretty good. So, let's think here. What do we want to do? We probably want to lead off with Unholy Heating this. And we probably want to fetch before we do that. Just so we know what we're doing. And I'm probably, yeah, we got to get a Overgrown Tomb here. So we'll Unholy Heat this. Hopefully they don't have something to pump it, but we're not gonna play around that. Okay. We do get to traverse here. And the real question is, what are we traversing for? Or is just buying Luris better here? I think buying Luris just might be better. Although we do get Delirium online. So we could traverse for a Death Shadow. Honestly, that's pretty good. So the first one's going to have to get the lands, unless we flip something in the bin here, and then we get Scourge. Oh my god, yes. Okay, we get Scourge here. That was gas. Get a Scourge. Play a Scourge. Attack for Trace. Get in there. And then, yeah, we're cooking with some straight gas here. I don't know if, like, plain Traverse there is right, or just buying Luris, but, like, the fact that we could get a Shadow and present lethal the following turn seems correct, right? Alright. We're 2-2. Let's see if we can get the 3-2. Bring it back from the 0-2 start. I'll see you all on match number 5. 5. We get to go first. We actually haven't won going first, so I'm a little bit sketched out by this. But is our hand good? Okay, I'm going to keep this hand. It's a little risky, but the reason I'm keeping it is we do have Croxa here. And I don't know why we're getting a non-Lurrus deck, so I just have non-Lurrus vibes, and I have a feeling this might be a grindy matchup here. And they mold a 5, so I mean that's something, right? That is something. So we kind of have something, like the reason this hand's okay, we kind of have a little something against everything, right? Got something against control, we got something against aggro. Got a little something for everyone. Yeah, we'll just shock this in, play our Croxa. Maybe I should have played fetch land. Maybe. Yeah, I should have played fetch land for multiple reasons. I don't know. We get to put the shadow down next turn anyways, but if we played a fetch land, we definitely get to have it out of Lava Dart range, which I mean, I don't think they're on Lava Dart. A mold of 5. Lightning Skelemental. Oh, doggy. Uh-oh. This could be bad. If they have the 1 card, what's it called? Thunderkin Awakener, this could be brutal. Could be very brutal. Let's not have Thunderkin. Oh, thank God. Okay. That was close. It felt close, at least. Let's just bobble ourselves here. Thoughtseize. Kind of down with the Thoughtseize. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Why did I not play the fetch land? I woke up too early today. So, I mean, now if we want to kill this Skelemental... Oh, are they on my Gristmental list? No shot. No freaking shot, dude. That deck was sweet, but no shot. They're going to Bone Crusher Giant us. You've got it. You've got it, my friends. I mean, we would love to not see a Lightning Skelemental here. I guess, realistically, that'd be fine. We just discard Verdant Catacombs Thoughtseize. Okay, they just play that out. Cool. I'm just going to float a mana. A Seal of Fire. Wow, that one's pretty good. That one's actually very good. So we'll Thoughtseize. Take away the Cocoa, probably. I think they're actually on my Gristmental list. They are. Funnily enough. I'm actually about to ask them where they got this list from, because I think this is literally our exact list. I think that's funny. I'm going to ask them that. I'm kind of curious. It'd be funny if that was actually my list and they got it from my YouTube video, but I don't think they did. I'm going to assume not. I would assume not. It's not like I'm that big. I'm not that big of a YouTuber. Oh, shit. Wait, that list got a top 32 yesterday. Wow, that's crazy. List is very good. I would recommend trying out this list if you guys haven't seen my video on it. But it's actually very, very solid. Very, very solid list. Just escape Croxa here. Get rid of their Unearth in hands. 1, 2. Okay, let's fetch first. Oopsies. Escape first. We want to keep Seal and Bobble in the bin just because we do have Lurrus at some point, so... So I guess they're looking for a collected company into a skelemental, or into double skelemental. So that's their out. Maybe a grist could do it as well, like skelemental grist, or even like seasoned pyromancer could be okay. But do we get there? Do we get there? Hold up. Hold. Unearth. Alright, we will block, I promise. Promise we shall block. Oh, there's Turok. Hello there, Turok. How's it going, buddy? Alright. We're one match away, or one game away. I always get them mixed up. Why do I always say match and game? I'm just like, ugh. So little story is, I am dyslexic, so I'll blame it on that. So I'm trying to think. So what did we run in that list? We definitely ran Unearths and Pyromancers. So it makes me want to have Nile Spell Bombs. We do also have a lot of 1-drops in that list. So K Command seems reasonable. Temur Battle Rage honestly is fine. It doesn't seem that great in like a Black Mirror deck, but I don't remember having like any removal spells in my list. Actually could just pull it up here. Let's look at it. It is my exact list, but post board, what do we got to be worried about? We had Veil of Summers, Cruel Harpooners, Plague Engineer, stuff like that. I don't think we care about any of those cards. We do have to be worried about Veil, though. So what do we not want? All the damage-based removal spells seems good. Honestly, Fatal Push seems worse here. So I'll take the pushes and the Temur Battle Rages out. Although TBR is pretty good, especially against a bunch of, like, tokens. What do we not want, then? Goyf, I could be, like, reasoned with Goyf not being good. But I don't think we want to be grindy against them. So, like, taking out the... I'm down to take out one Goyf here. Because I do really think Goyf is not that great. And then the real question is, do we want to take out our 4-drop on the draw? Probably. Probably. Alright. Hand is okay. Double DRC is fine. I'm going to keep it on the back of that. Although they do have Ragavans in their list, so I should be a little bit worried, but alright, this is fine. Unholy Heat. I don't think we want to Unholy Heat that. There's definitely some things that could go like wrong with not Unholy Heating this. But considering, like, if they even Lightning Skelemental us next turn, I'm down to just go discard, play another DRC. Like, we don't really need 4 lands here. They also can't play Lightning Skelemental on Forest. So, alright. They might just be going for the, for a Coco here. So, I guess we'll just kill this. For sure gonna kill that. Oops. Play our DRC. Play our Unholy Heat. If they didn't have a 2-drop. If they didn't have a 3-drop, they probably don't have a 2-drop, so. Ooh, this could be, oh, is this, Endurance? Endurance is pretty good. Endurance is very good. Yeah, this looks like an Endurance. Looks like an Endurance. So we don't really want to get Delirium here. Well, I guess they're going to be able to do this anyways, so. Like, shuffle theirs in. They should probably shuffle theirs in, to be honest. So they don't care if we hit Delirium. Because they just have a blocker. I mean, we want Shadow, so. We for sure want Shadow. I forgot that this list ran 4 Endurances, which is something we really gotta be scared about. Like, super spooked. Card is very good. against any DRC deck, but especially since we are running, what's the card? Grist. Ugh. Oh no. Fellas, we are, well, ladies and gentlemen, looks like we're in a bad spot. Looks like we're not in a good spot. So we'll fetch shock here. Gotta do it, sadly. Get ourselves a green source here. Start off with Spell Bomb. Don't want to land. Kind of just need a removal spell. Feel like Death Shadow is not it. Death Shadow is just not it, fellas. Realistically, we could have like popped the Spell Bomb, nuked one of our DRCs to try and like deal with the Grist, but we're gonna try and deal with it next turn. Just let's not hit another Grist. Oh, okay, no, they're down ticking. Okay, so they're gonna kill our Scourge, which I think's fine. So we can kill Grist next turn as long as they don't have another Endurance or removal spell here. What is this? Is this second Grist? What is this? Is this a Pyromancer maybe? What is this? I am confused. Grist. Fulminator Mage. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Guess that's fine. I mean, we're gonna kill Grist here. That is our plan. That is the plan, man. Plan Stan. Traverse the Ovenwald. That's not a bad one. We might want to do that one now. The real question is, what do we get? Or is that better than just playing Shadow Scourge out here? Well, let's attack this Grist. Kind of have to do this. We should have also decided in our before we get into combat what we wanted to do, because they could have blown up our Overgrown Tomb here, and then like we would have been like in a very awkward spot. No, let's traverse while we have the chance. I mean, whatever, we'll keep it on top, doesn't matter, we're shuffling. Okay, well, what do we want? DRC is not good. Tarmogoyf's not bad. Actually, any green spell sucks here, so we might just want to get a Dothy here. I think Dothy's our best play here. It actually gets to poke through. It's going to turn our Scourge online a lot faster. So, I think it's a fine pickup. We could just be dead here. They do have lethal if they have a Skelemental. They do have lethal with a Skelemental. But I mean, they didn't have a land last turn, so like, you know, it's kind of like one of those things, like, you kind of just can't play around it. I don't think. Like, they would have to top deck a land and have a Skelemental in hand. Seems like that's what's happening here. Red, red, black, yeah. Alright, so we die here. It's fine. They had exactly lethal. Don't think there's much we could have done about that one. So, on the play, we probably want Torok back in. Honestly, over these... I don't know, Temur Battle Rage just seems very good here. Honestly, the Fatal Pushes seem good. Let's just be like a removal heavy deck. Let's take out the Temur Battle Rages. Let's take out a Spell Bomb. Spell Bomb's not amazing. It's like okay here. Yes, we'll keep this hand. Let's find ourselves a decent hand. Hand is pretty decent. Like, doesn't have a threat. Okay, let's bobble ourselves here. We obviously want to see what we're drawing. So we have the option of fetching or not. So we'll see. Another land. I'm actually like not opposed to a land, but considering we're gonna have 2 draws here, I think it's better to just like err on the side of safety and not take the land. So they do have an endurance on top. Okay. So their hand is pretty interesting. I think we might just take the Unearth here, because it's like the most important card I think in that deck, and like their hand actually doesn't do anything, so like we can play around a Veil of Summer. Yeah, that was a very good draw. Goyf was probably the best draw in our deck. Goyf was, no, it was the best draw in our deck, I'd say. Next turn we might just Traverse. And like, we could like Dragon Ray Channeler Traverse, which I think I'm down with. I think I'm down with it. So our hand is Endurance, Pyromancer, 3 lands, and a Veil. Hand's really not that great. Hand be kind of bad. So they have a Stomping Ground, which we know they draw, or drew. Draw? We knew they draw? Wait, they had to top deck that, or else their hand was just like completely unreasonable. Alright, let's play DRC. Let's play this Traverse. Let's hope we hit something off this Surveil to allow us to be Delirious. It is. So we'll get a fetch land here, unless they want to turn it off. It doesn't really matter. Let's just get a Bloodstained Mire. Let's get a Bloodstained Mire. Let's get another Blood Crypt here. Play our Shadow out, and then like we're kind of just like booming here. We could just like Traverse for another fetch land if we don't draw one. And like we're pretty close to representing lethal here. Pretty darn close. Torok. Okay, let's think. How close are we to presenting lethal? So if we, so this is going to be a 4 plus 3. So that's 7, 11. It's okay. It's okay, I'd say. Well, let's Traverse now. See if they want to, Endurance us in response here. They don't. Okay. So what do we want then? I just want to get a Dothy here. Or a Scourge. Scourge is pretty huge. No, let's get Dothy here. Let's get ourselves a Dothy. So they get to eat our DRC, which is fine. But if they do that, they're like kind of like shit out of luck. Like their board looks kind of horrible. Oh, this is a 2/3 now. Oh my god, I didn't even notice that. Ooh, I should have played Seal of Fire pre-combat. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. Well, I think that's a punt by me. I just didn't even like, that didn't even register in my head as a play. Wow, that was just like a huge oversight by me. That was just kind of dumb. So they're probably going to get rid of Veil here. At least I would assume they would. What did they get rid of? Ignoble and Veil. So they have a Peat Land and 3 mystery cards. Have a Hierarch, which is like a fine card. A fine card, to say the least. Let's see, are they attacking? They get to attack for 4 here. This is like kind of annoying. That's a pretty good draw. Yeah, so let's get in with Scourge. Let's get in with young Scourge. Or not Scourge, Dothy. I'm getting my 2-drops mixed up. Let's play ourselves a Scourge and a Seal of Fire. I think we're in okay spots. We're definitely... Did we take out our Temur Battle Rages? We did, of course. Keep an Unholy Heat on top. Play the removal game at this point. So... we can't really get rid of Endurance, which is a problem. Which is definitely a problem. If they have like a collected company, they can start breaking through our board, which is kind of an issue. But we might just like kill their Pyromancer here. Oh, they discard 2 lands, yeah. Our life total is definitely not like the most useful thing right now. Stomp the Dothy. So that gets exiled. No, that doesn't get exiled. Oops. Ooh, we should have killed a Pyromancer in response. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. So, how the hell are we supposed to do this? This might be like a Biolarus turn, but then like they attack with everything. We have 3 blockers to their 4 attackers, or 5 attackers. I guess they only really have. Yeah, I think this is a Biolarus turn. I feel like I messed this game up. Definitely the turn where I attacked with Tarmogoyf was a mistake, and I just didn't even realize it until after the fact. I'm trying to think what we lose to, and there's not really that much. Like, definitely some things we lose to, but Skelemental is fine. We can bop it. We get to kill their board. So, like, I feel like this isn't the best play in the world. We don't even really have to bop it with the seal here, which is kind of nice. We can just block it with a Scourge. And, like, I don't know how they attack here. It seems like a little bit of a rushed play. Because we get to, like, if they attack with everything, they die. And I don't think not attacking with everything is the correct move. That's their line here. It's like, yeah, we'll just block this with Scourge. Yeah, it seems like that was a mistake by them. I think they realized that they didn't have lethal. Okay, so we're not in a bad spot if we draw a land. Thoughtseize. Talk about a bad draw. Talk about a bad draw. Huh. How the hell do we break through? I mean, I think we should play Luris this turn. We do, like, we die to Stomp, but, like, it's about it. And, like, if our Luris does survive, they only, in my list, I only ran 2 Stomps, too. Huh. I'm gonna play it. This is kind of risky, but whatever. We die to Stomp. It's okay. I'm not gonna play around Stomp the entire game. Because we're gonna have to play this at some point. Any fetch land, we'd have to play it too, so. Come on, deck. They have a Grist, they have a Grist. They have a Pyromancer. Okay, Pyromancer's fine. What are they discarding? Nothing of relevance, I'd assume. A Croxet and another Pyromancer. Holy shit. Have a land. Okay, Wooded Foothills. Let's not have a Grist, please. 4. My God. Seems like a Grist. I don't know what else they'd be playing here. Okay, Bone Crusher. Okay, it's fine. That one is fine. Okay, so we're gonna go for lethal here, right? Yeah, I'm gonna go for lethal, aka seal you, untap, seal you. I'm assuming that's lethal, unless you got something bizarre. Seal of Fire, earning its freaking stay. Wowzers. I mean, I'm assuming they're just dead. We'll see what happens here. Maybe I'm crazy. I mean, there are many ways we could con for lethal, too. We can play Swamp on Holy Heat the Endurance, and then attack in the air. Alright, but we get there. After the rocky start of 0-2, we do pull back to a 3-2 on the league. So, what are our thoughts about this? Well, to be honest, it depends. I think this metagame isn't correct for it. So, like, the control decks play Rest in Peace. The faster decks, like, having Traverse just doesn't matter. It's not as grindy. It's fine. So, like, the issue is there's not, like, a JUND in the meta where, like, this would be insane against JUND, right? We have some threats that we can find. We can find our Croxa. We can find certain things. We can find our Silver Bullets. But the problem is the meta is Ragavan or Control that plays, like, Rest in Peace or Chalice of the Void, stuff like that. So, like, the deck... The problem here is it's just like you need to either be more aggressive or you need to be playing more control-y. And if you want to play more control-y, I would not recommend JUND Shadow. I don't think that's our plan. Is the deck bad? I think it's a fine option. It's definitely cheaper online because most of these cards are pretty cheap. I think this was like 400 tickets or something. Very, very like non-expensive. But in paper, it's going to be kind of expensive. So, again, I think the league was fine. We didn't really play against Hammer Time, so we didn't get to see EE really do that much. The sideboard cards didn't really come in. I mean, they're mainly for Hammer Time and stuff like that. But I think the deck's fine. Like, if this is definitely a cheaper option, so that's something you should take in consideration. But that's going to be the end of the video. Again, if you would like, comment, subscribe, that'd be amazing. And like specifically, if you want either any type of budget or like, because I'm definitely interested in doing a budget list at some point. So I would really like for anyone just to tell